Hello friends, welcome to Shiksharthi. So this will be the last session on which we discuss about the remaining of the headers. These three, tools, add-ons and help. So after this session, you will be mostly knowledgeable about basics of Excel and all the headers and the operations that comes under this. If there are some of them left, we'll cover them in the coming sessions. So first, let's check out this tools heading. Using this tools heading, you have lots of tools which you can do with the help of it. So first, you can have create a form. As usual, when we are using an insert, when we are creating a form, introduces a form into the Excel sheet, in the Google Sheets, same as it. When you use tools, the create a form, a Google form opens with it, and directly it links it to your Google Sheet. See, same as this. So a form is created. Once the form is created, you can't delete the sheet since the form is connected to the sheet. So first, all you have to do is go once again, right click on this, unlink the form and delete the sheet. You can now delete the sheet. See, same. It's simple. Now next, an app sheet. An app sheet is used to when you are doing with a lot of big data samples. You directly can have an output and have it into your Excel and do these operations very easily. Next, Scriptator. Scriptator is just one of the advanced option and advanced use of an Google Sheet. Using Scriptator, you can write basically a VBA code, which is useful to create whatever operations you want. So basically, when we will cover this in the future session, so opening this, you can type a code here and you can continue with your operations with this. Macros. Macros is mostly used when you want to repeat an operation twice and twice while changing the values. So let's say if let's say in A1 there are some numbers like this 2, 3, 4. And you directly give reference to this cell. If you give reference to the cell, it directly gets added rather than. So if you check this now, by adding these 3 you get value 9. So in this, mostly what's happening is directly adding the values in the cell mostly. So this is called referencing. So if you change the value in the cell, directly it changes the value directly rather than adding. If you add 2 plus 3 plus 4, every time you have to change the value in it. So if you give reference to cells, the addition or whatever operation, it becomes very easy. We'll cover about this in a further session, very more elaborately. So using tel, if you open a macro, if you record a macro, if you use just relative references, click relative references, and let's say you use this and you have type all these numbers, make an operation and click save. Enter it in macro. Let's say sum, and whatever you want you can have if you keep one and save, then there is a macro saved with that number. So now going here, insert, go to draw, click here and have a button, click save and close. Now So basically, if you have this macro, the macro, what does macro do is it records every operation you do while recording, and then when you stop recording and save it if you add a macro in other cell, it just repeats the same every operation you did while recording. So we will use this in the further session. So when we use it practically, you will get how to use a macro more detailedly. Now, in spelling, there are two types: spell check and personal dictionary. Let's say if in a sentence, if you write what is the name, but here I made it wrong. Here I typed it wrong. The name we have to be THE. So if you go to tools, check spell and spell check, then it always have a dictionary, and where somebody searches what is wrong with the sentence, and it makes a suggestion that is right. So if you click change, then it directly change. If you don't want the change, go to back, search our sheets, then once again it makes the same suggestion. If you click add to dictionary, then this word THA will be added to your personal dictionary. Going to spelling, go to tools, go to spelling, click personal dictionary, there it is, THA. Now this word is a particular new word in your personal dictionary. So whenever this word is in your personal dictionary, if you do spell check, it won't show any suggestions. If you go to the personal dictionary and delete the word, then once again back to normal. It shows that there is a mistake in the sentence. You can change it. So when you're using a large number of data sets and large number of sentences are present in your Excel, so then this operation is useful to if you have made any mistakes while typing. Enable autocomplete is basically when you are doing an operations and you are doing by checking that, let's say, while there are 3, 4, 4, let's say I am giving reference to this cell A2. If there is enable autocomplete, it directly shows whatever you do, it directly completes. If there is a large data set, it directly fills all these values. If the enable autocomplete is on, so it will just make sure that you don't want to copy every time you do this. Notification rules is basically made to, if you give someone the editor's access, then every time they make a change, every time they make change, they submit a form. If a form is linked to it, every time they made a change or whatever they want, if you click it, email diary, whatever the change made will be mailed to you on a daily basis, or whenever the change is made, you will get an email directly. You can have whatever you want in this. Using this will make the sheet protected. By making protect the sheet, if you think sheet and set permissions, then the sheet gets protected only by you. If you click show a warning, then you get a warning. This is once again, if I click change permissions, show a warning when editing this range, it will show a warning to me. It will mail me that there are some changes being made in the sheet. Accessibility settings is not much of use for us, so right now we'll discuss it later. So tools, next, activity dashboard. We have already discussed about activity dashboard. It's even present in the top of this. You can even click here, or you can go to tools, click here. Wherever you click, activity dashboard is the same. Next, add-ons. Add-ons are one of the most useful feature in Google while adding to Google Sheets. If you see, click get add-ons. There are lots of add-ons which are useful, which are present here, and you can make these add-ons directly link with your worksheet, and they will directly appear here. See, there's calendar, keep, tasks, Mergo and Box. So whatever these add-ons, they will be helpful, but right now we can discuss about these add-ons. So basically add-ons are some third-party apps that are directly linked to your Excel, which makes some operations easy for you using Excel. Now in help, if you go to Sheets help, you can search whatever you want. I mean, let's say click functions. If you add formula with a video, there is matter, there is a video, you can check the video and you can get whatever you want directly from the help button from here. Training. If you click training, you can go into training sheet where you can get started with sheets. If you click here, then everything they will train you right from the beginning. Whatever, how to do what sheet, everything will be done there. Updates. If you click updates, then they will show what are the new features that are getting that are getting added to the Google Sheets every year and what time they are getting added. If you can check this, the last update was made in August 2019. Help Sheets improve is mostly to click a screenshot and send it, and if you want whatever, highlight the info and take a screenshot and send it. If there is a problem for you in Excel, in Google Sheets, if there is a problem for you and whatever the problem is, you can directly send them by using this. This is not for us. If you click functions list, you already know every function that is there and how to use it. Along with the syntax, it will show you what is the type, name, and it show you whatever it does with a description. Using this, you can directly create whatever you want. If you want a specific function, you can search it, but if you want something using based on this, you can narrow it. Now next, we already know there are a lot of keyboard shortcuts which are useful, but if you really want more than that, you can directly click keyboard shortcuts. It will show what all the shortcuts that are present right now. The ones that are glowing are ones that were used that are compatible to you. If you are finding it difficult to search them, just click here view compatible shortcuts and it will show all those shortcuts that are compatible for your Google Sheets. If you click here enable, then all these shortcuts will be available and you can even check them here. Going to help, if you want any doubt, anything, you can get clarified here. So that's it guys for this session. We'll meet in next session. So please go through this video once and attempt the quiz in our website to get a better understanding of